Welcome back, Berserkers. Here it is, the day we have all been waiting for years. The first drive in the Tesla Cybertruck. This one is not actually mine. This one was lent to me by a friend, and we are going to be riding in the dual motor, all-wheel drive Cybertruck. I've already taken on a quick little spin, and everything that we've been hearing about it is absolutely true. It's got plenty of get up and go, even just the dual motor version. But for me, the impressive thing was the turning radius. Pulling it into the parking spaces, maneuvering around parking lots so far has been fantastic, but we've just taken it on a quick little spin, and I want to see more about it. First things, it is every bit as big as I remember it being from our previous videos when we've been near them, but we haven't actually gotten a chance to be in them and drive them. The windshield wiper is gigundo, humongous, enormous, astounding. I can only imagine how much replacing that thing is actually going to cost. But let's take a look at some of the cool features of the Cybertruck as we've got it. This one does not have the wheel covers on it, but it does have the all-terrain tires. If you've been living under a rock and you haven't actually had any interaction with the Cybertruck, then you may not know there's no door handles on it. How do you get in and out? You've got the buttons here. You hit the button, and it pops open. Now this particular one, they're all fingerprint magnets. This particular one's a little bit dirty. I got half of mine to run it through a car wash for them. So the tonneau cover is included with it, and it is a powered tonneau cover. If you do a long press, you can set it to where the distance that you want it to be open or closed. If you do a short press, it opens all the way up. Now when the tonneau cover is closed, you actually can't see out the rear view mirror. It has a physical rear view mirror, but it does display the rear view mirror digitally from the camera on the screen. We'll show you that when we get inside the truck. But again, a short press will close the tonneau cover all the way. From other videos that I've seen, the tonneau cover, and actually in the manual itself, it says the tonneau cover is water resistant, not waterproof. I've seen videos and pictures where a small amount of water can get in during a heavy rain. I saw one where quite a bit of water got into it, but most of the time it's a small amount of water. You can see a little bit of streaks of dampness inside of the bed of the truck. I have not yet taken delivery of mine. I do not have one, so I don't have anything to report for you from having it over the course of a few days, maybe a couple of days of rain and downpour. But when I do, we'll figure it out and we'll let you know. The tailgate is not actually powered, but it is automatic and it does soft open, and as I've been told, yep, it's a very, very soft close. So it's hit the button, it doesn't drop, soft open, and then you can one finger soft close it. Now you see plenty of videos of people jumping up on this thing and demonstrating that it can hold the weight of a person. I am 305 pounds. I'm not going to test this since this thing doesn't belong to me. As I said, a friend of mine helped me out and hooked me up with a test drive, so I'm not going to be putting the tonneau cover through the paces of being under my weight. This one is the Foundation series, as you see. If we can clean that off, you can see it's the Foundation series. Yeah, we definitely need to run this one through the car wash. And right now it's set at the highest height. It's not in extract mode, but it's at the highest ride height. In order for you guys to get an idea of the difference in the ride heights, I have my beautiful wife here, the Shield Maiden, the Valkyrie herself. And she'll stand there and you can see the difference in the height as I adjust it. So we're adjusting ride height now from the high setting to the low setting. Let's talk about the frunk. It is a powered lift frunk. It's the only Tesla that has a powered lift frunk. Did you run out of the shot already? Thank you to my Shield Maiden, my beautiful wife, Melissa the Valkyrie, even though she ran right out of the shot immediately after taking it. But here we go. It's a powered lift frunk. I've seen lots of videos of people using it almost as a bench to sit on. Well, it's in the highest ride height now, so it would be comfortable for most people to sit on, except for me and Raven. But so far, I've been very impressed with it. But, you know, as we all know, I'm a Tesla fanboy and a Cybertruck fanatic, so we knew I was going to love it. let's get in the truck, take it for a drive, and really put it through its paces. All right, so now we're inside the Cybertruck. We've got the, some people call it the Whoke, some people call it the Squircle. I don't really care either one. I'll call it the Squircle today, since that seems to be the one that's garnering the most traction out there in the Tesla community. This one operates like the refreshed Model X and Model S, as well as the refreshed Model 3. It does not have any stalks, so your turn signals are on the steering wheel. The difference is between this one and the X and S is that they're not haptic, they're actual physical clicky buttons. And so, again, no stalks. So when you go to put it into gear, you step on the brake, and on the screen you have the choice, forward and backward. It also will, using the cameras, attempt to determine which way you want to go. But right now we're in this giant wide open parking lot, so it didn't have any way to really tell which way we wanted to go or not. Just so you see what we've got going on, we are on standard acceleration. Oh, I want it to be on standard acceleration and focused ride and handling. Preferred ride height higher. If you look at the user interface, there's really no curves on it. Like even the 0 is a square, and the buttons are squares. There's no. So actually, as we talked about a minute ago, the turning radius is really, really tight for a vehicle this size. It's incredibly impressive. I think we have to attribute that to the rear wheel steering as well as the steer-by-wire capability. It's very, very impressive. And the great thing about the turning radius here is that I'm not having to turn the wheel, 360 degrees to make this happen. It's just turning it hard over it's barely 90 degrees. And that's completely hard over. And you can see how amazing the turning radius is. So even though it's a large and wieldy vehicle, it doesn't change the fact that you can maneuver it in a parking lot or a parking garage and pull into a parking space safely. Again, I keep being impressed by how easily it is to maneuver. How easy it is to maneuver this vehicle. It really easily. I was expecting to be a little bit more unwieldy as big as it is. Yeah, it's got all the get up and go of my Model 3. Obviously, you guys, the viewers know I have a Model 3 long range, dual motor, and it's definitely got all the get up and go of that. This is the dual motor, it's not the Cyber Beast. I'm looking forward to seeing the acceleration of the Cyber Beast, which is 0 to 60 in 2.6 seconds. This one, if I remember right, is 0 to 60 in 4.6 seconds, which feels every bit as quick as the Model 3. I will say you do hear a bit more of the motor sound in this than you do in the Model 3 or any of the other Teslas that I've driven. It has that, Enterprise warp drive engage kind of a sound going on to it. I know people say that should get old, but it doesn't get old to me. I mean, I'm not even flooring it, but the throttle response and the acceleration is always gonna bring a smile to my face when it comes to driving a Tesla. When I drive an ICE vehicle and you step on the accelerator and it takes a second or two before anything actually happens, it inevitably starts feeling like the car is almost broken. But I'm spoiled by the instantaneous torque and the throttle response on a Tesla. And as far as not having any stalks, I'm already used to using my thumb to turn on blinkers for changing lanes. It's already, but I have driven a Model X and a Model S that had the same steering wheel, so I had some previous experience with it. I have heard tell that there's an Easter egg on here where if you hit the window 3 times. Oh my God. All right, Berserkers, I have absolutely loved spending a little bit of time here with the Cybertruck. This has been my first time driving it. It is absolutely everything that I thought it was going to be. I'm totally amazed by, first of all, the sheer size of it impressed me. Because I've been near a Rivian, and I've not been near any of the other electric EVs outside of Rivian and the Ford F-150 Lightning. The Ford F-150 Lightning is every bit the size you'd think it would be. The Rivian is much smaller than you would think it would be for a pickup truck. The Cybertruck, it does meet expectation. Visibility with the gigantic front windshield is amazing. The ambiance from the entire glass roof is also fantastic. It comes standard with the powered tonneau cover, which is amazing, and the tailgate, that soft close. NEMA 1450 outlet, along with the two normal outlets that we're used to seeing. It's available to you, is also very, very impressive for me. It comes with a bottle opener. That don't make a difference to me. But everything about it so far, based on my test drive today, has just solidified the fact that I made the right decision in ordering one. I made the right decision in converting my reservation into an order, and I cannot wait to actually pick mine up and have a Cybertruck that belongs to me. I'm really looking forward to it, and I'm looking forward to making lots of great content for you guys with that truck. Please like this video if you liked it, but definitely subscribe, because when I pick up my Cybertruck and we get some of these Tesla haters, and even some of these folks that are good friends that they have diesel trucks, but they're interested in seeing what the Cybertruck can do, I want to know what the Cybertruck can do compared to their diesel trucks as well. Mount up, berserkers. We're going to battle.